Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another review of 2521. And while watching episode 5, my emotions were all over the place. In a good way, though. I mean, with everything that happened in this episode, how can you not feel sad and happy at the same time? I mean, Hito making it to the national team. That's awesome. I'll talk about that. And YiJin disappearing and just seeing him go through a rough time. How can you not feel sad? And I'll talk about that. And also, I didn't really expect a 3-month time skip in this episode. I kind of thought they were going to continue having our main characters be separated and probably in the next episode, maybe a time skip. But hey, I'm not complaining. Again, this was a really good episode. So anyway, let's get to it. So first I want to talk about what happened at the beginning of the episode because I thought it was a pretty good intro to prepare us what we were going to see later on. So first, MinChae, she found out that her mom wasn't always this glamorous person that she thought she was. Because for MinChae growing up, her mom always had a lot of attention because of who she is and thought, okay, mom was just born this way. But that wasn't the case. Hito really worked her butt off to get where she wanted to be. And also her mom wasn't really fully supportive. So you can see, some of the obstacles that she had to go through. Now, speaking of Hito's mom, I really thought that she was going to be fully supportive of Hito and her fencing. I mean, she found out that Hito made it to the finals and also found out that she won and is now part of the national team. So I thought I was going to see an apology or a congratulations, but no, we just got more arguing. Next, YiJin just straight up disappeared, so he got a call about 2 men harassing his brothers. He left his house and went to go help them. That was the last time we saw him. Now, he straight up disappeared. Everyone's worried, especially Hito and Yudin. Yudin showed that she was really worried. She even ignored Jiyoung, which explains why Jiyoung ignored Yudin in the trailer, but that lasted for like a second, and I thought it was something really, really serious. Later, we do find out that YiJin did help Yudin continue fencing. Since she did come from a poor family, YiJin's family sponsored her, and that made her continue fencing. That part I didn't know. Well, I knew that YiJin helped Yudin in fencing in some way. I just didn't know that his family sponsored her. Later, we find out that YiJin and Eon are headed to Pohang to see their mom. And we do find out what happened that day of the incident. So according to the police, their dad started a company 2 years ago under Eon's name, never made a profit. That's why the 2 men went after Eon. And their dad is pretty much a financial criminal. So now Eon lives in Pohang now. It's a shame about everything that happened to them. They were forced to move away because of those 2 men. And now our 2 main characters are separated and the only connection they have is listening to each other's voice messages. After that happened, I couldn't help but think, where did you go now after this? 2 of our main characters who we adore and love and have great chemistry in every scene that they're together are separated. Where do you go now? Next, we get a time skip 3 months later. I did not expect that. First, I want to talk about Eon's behavior. He lied to his friends and he was ignoring YiJin. I'm like, where did this attitude come from? Come to find out, he lied to make friends. He was embarrassed about his family's position and whatnot. Just like what YiJin said, that whole glamour rich thing is really spoiling his brain. And look at this from Eon's point of view first. He grew up rich. Everything that happened to him, he didn't ask for it. He didn't ask to transfer schools. He didn't ask to move a lot or be harassed by people wanting money. But also, that does not give him the right to lie and be embarrassed about everything though. For Hito, she's working hard. She won bronze. She won 3rd place. Yudin won 1st place. She won a gold medal. For YiJin, it's almost like he hit rock bottom. I mean, he started smoking when he first moved to Pohang. We're seeing him waking up really early in the morning, just doing his job, just doing what he has to do. And I can't help but just feel so sorry for the guy. I do love that one scene towards the ending of this episode, which tricked me, by the way. It was when Hito and YiJin flipped the water nozzle upside down and then turned it on. It turned into a sprinkler. And we see both of them turning facing each other. We see that line. Obviously, they're not in the same location. And we see YiJin crossing that line, grabbing Hito's hand and running together. I'm like, are they together after 3 months? But come to find out, they're not, so they really tricked me. But it was still pretty sad to see that Hido and YiJin never really talked on the phone in real time. I mean, the only time that they actually communicate with each other is through voice messaging, and that's what they did ever since YiJin left. Again, where do you go from here? I mean, after watching the trailer, it doesn't look like much time has passed. It looked like maybe it's within the 3 months or I don't know. This episode was really, really good, in my opinion. It was really good. Yeah, I know I say the same thing about episode 1 to 4, but come on. 5 episodes already. Name one that was bad. Name one. None. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 were amazing. This episode really showcased the obstacles that Hido and YiJin had to go through, and they're going through it in their own way. Hido is just working her butt off, and she's progressing, and that's good. For YiJin, man, his position is really rough. I really don't have anything else to say other than that. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, he's doing what he can, and just seeing him in a rough position, as a viewer, you know, you just feel sad. Man, I am so curious where their story is gonna go from here. I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again one last time in this video. Where do you go? That's my question, and that's what I want to know. That's what I want to find out. I want episode 6 to hurry up and air so I can watch it. And yeah, that's pretty much on my review. If there's anything else I might have missed in the episode, please leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.